Did you know that insulin resistance, the root cause of type 2 diabetes, often starts years or even a decade before you're ever diagnosed? It's not something that happens overnight, and it's not just about high blood sugar. It's a process that builds up slowly, often without symptoms, until one day you're told you've got pre-diabetes or even type 2 diabetes. And it is a shock. But here's the good news. Understanding how insulin resistance works and addressing the root cause can help you reverse type 2 diabetes and take control of your health. I'm Nerys, an NHS GP and founder of the Lifestyle Clinic. I've spent years helping people not only manage but reverse their type 2 diabetes and pre-diabetes. And what I've learned is that the first step to transformation is education. So when you understand what's happening in your body, you can stop feeling powerless and start making choices that truly improve your health. That's why I'm here, to guide you through this process and to give you the tools to take back your control. So insulin resistance isn't just about blood sugar. It's the hidden force behind many of the health challenges you might be facing. Things like high blood pressure, fatty liver, high cholesterol, and being overweight. Understanding it is critical because it affects so much more than your glucose levels. Left unchecked, insulin resistance can lead to stubborn weight gain, particularly around your middle, constant fatigue that no amount of sleep seems to fix, and even serious complications like heart disease or nerve damage. Many people struggling with these issues for years. They've been trying diet after diet or relying on tablets without ever considering the root cause. Ignoring insulin resistance can leave you trapped in a cycle of frustration, worsening health, and feeling like your body is constantly against you. But here's the good news. When you understand insulin resistance and take steps to improve it, everything starts to change. You'll find it easier to lose weight. You'll have more consistent energy throughout the day, and you'll reduce your risk of complications like heart disease and diabetes progression. Even your mental clarity and mood can improve as your body starts to function in the way it's meant to. Understanding insulin resistance isn't just about managing a condition. It's actually about reclaiming your health and your confidence and your quality of life. So what is it? Insulin resistance happens when your body's cells stop responding properly to insulin, the hormone that helps move sugar from your bloodstream into your cells for energy. When your cells become resistant, your body compensates by producing more and more insulin to try to keep your blood sugar levels stable. Over time, this leads to chronically high insulin levels, which can cause weight gain, fatigue, and eventual high blood glucose. Insulin, after all, is a fat storage hormone. But why do your cells become resistant to it? Well, there's a few reasons. One is that visceral fat, or the fat that's stored around your organs. It releases chemicals that interfere with insulin's ability to do its job properly. This type of fat around your middle is particularly harmful and is strongly linked to insulin resistance. Second is your diet. So if you're eating a lot of carbs, sugar, your system is flooded with glucose, forcing your pancreas to produce insulin, and over time, this constant demand wears down your cells' ability to respond. The third cause is inactivity. If you're not moving, your muscles don't use as much glucose for energy, which means more of it stays in your blood. So regular movement throughout the day helps your cells stay sensitive and improve your body's ability to regulate that blood glucose. But those factors don't just cause insulin resistance. They also create a vicious cycle that gets worse over time. But the good news is you can actually break that cycle. So the key to reversing type 2 diabetes is improving your insulin sensitivity, essentially making your cells more responsive to insulin again. When your cells respond properly, your body doesn't need to produce as much insulin and your blood sugar levels naturally stabilize. So here's how you can start improving your sensitivity to insulin. The first is to reduce visceral fat. Losing even a small amount of weight, often quoted in science papers, is 5 to 10% of your starting body weight. This has been proven to significantly improve your insulin sensitivity. So focus on changes like eating more unprocessed foods, natural foods seen in nature, incorporating movement into your daily routine as well. Step 2 is to switch to low carb. Reducing the intake of those high sugar carbs helps take the pressure off your insulin system. Think about non-starchy vegetables, healthy fats, and high quality proteins to keep the blood glucose stable. The third tip is to move more. Regular movement, even something as simple as a 10-minute walk after meals, helps your muscle use up that glucose improves your cell's response to insulin. And strength training is also fantastic for building muscle, which is like an extra cupboard to store that glucose away. The fourth tip then is to tackle stress and sleep. Chronic stress and poor sleep can raise cortisol levels, which interfere with the insulin system. So prioritize relaxation. Get enough quality sleep each night, and it really will make a difference. For years, the focus of diabetes treatment has been on managing high blood sugar with medications. And while this can be helpful in the short term, it does not address the root problem, which is insulin resistance. It's like mopping up water from a leaking pipe without fixing the pipe itself or turning the tap off. You're constantly chasing symptoms without solving the root issue. You've got to address the root issue if you want to reverse your diabetes. You're giving your body the tools it needs to regulate the blood sugar naturally. You don't want to rely on medications. This approach doesn't just improve your blood sugar, it improves your energy. It reduces your risks of complications, and it helps you feel more in control of your health. And the best part? Well, it's never too late to start. Whether you've just been diagnosed or you've been living with diabetes for years, these changes can make a huge difference. So if you're ready to dive deeper into understanding insulin resistance, how to reverse it, I'd love to invite you to my free 3-part blood sugar mastery video series, where I'll walk you through the biggest mistakes people make when trying to manage their diabetes, as well as the simple fixes you've never been told before, and of course how to take back control of your health so you don't need to visit your doctor. I'll see you there.